going on? This is Jerry Garcia from Bonded by Blood and Witchaven, and you're listening to Japan Nick's Quarantine Podcast.
This is an interview with Jerry Garcia on Monday, September 6th, 2021 by Nick Perkel. Now, Jerry, did you take any private music lessons or have any tutors growing up?
Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, I actually did not. I'm self-taught, so I didn't take any traditional music lessons or anything of the sort, to be honest with you.
Okay, tell me about getting your first bass.
My first bass? Oh man, that was a gift actually. It was a Christmas gift from my parents. I really wanted to play drums when I was younger, and I lived in an apartment complex, so that was just not going to happen. So my parents went out and bought me a bass instead, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm actually pretty glad they did, because turns out we're a dying breed, man. There's not a lot of bassists out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first bass was a Fender P bass, like just a standard entry level, P bass. I think it came with like a starter pack. It had like strap and a little amp thing, and a stand, and yeah, it was cool.
For Witchaven, what was that comeback concert like in Long Beach recently?
Oh man, it was crazy. First of all, it was kind of I didn't realize how long it had been since we played. So in order to be able to come back from such a long break and play a show and then have it sell out was really important to us. It was a good feeling. It was fun. It was good to see a lot of familiar faces and some new faces. And it was just the reminder that this is what we do, and we need to keep playing music.
Can you give me a rundown on your set list?
Yeah, the set list. Let me see if I remember. Yeah. So we opened up with, we did a different set list than usual. We opened up with ADD, went straight into Empty Chasm, and then straight into Black Thrash. It was just three, just straight, no introduction, no, in between. It was just three straight songs. We went into, we played Terror Storm. We're doing Monsanto Death Machine, Dawn of the Unholy, Blood Sacrifice, and we threw a little cover in there, man. We did Angel of Death, Witchaven style. It was fun.
Wow, awesome. Now, were there any recordings of that?
There might be some recordings that exist. We didn't document it ourselves, but I'm sure there's plenty of people there with cameras, so hopefully something exists. If it does, we'd like to see it.
Now, when did you guys start practicing again with Eric?
A few months ago. We've only had a couple of rehearsals, but Eric's been in the band longer than I have, He's just been out of the band for a little bit, so it was really easy to get back into it. He knows all the songs. It was really a seamless transition. We had a handful of rehearsals right before the show, and it was solid, man. We did good.
Now, about how many new songs are you working on right now?
At the moment, right now, I could honestly say zero, because we've decided we wrote like 10 to 15 tracks a while back when Andrew was still in the band. In retrospect, we kind of want to scrap them and see what we can do and move forward, with a better, more clear-minded approach. So Henry's, really the songwriter for the band, and I know he's got something up his sleeve, but we're kind of not worrying about that at the moment. We're kind of more focused on just playing and making sure, we're making some noise out there, but we definitely are working on an album. So hopefully sometime soon we can start doing some demo tracks and then go from there.
Just thinking about what's going on in Afghanistan, tell me, is there a Witchaven song on the horizon about what's going on over there?
I'm sure there is, bro. We're not the most vocal people, when it comes to global politics and all that jazz, but it absolutely does, influence us a little bit. It's interesting to see what's going on over there, and how the media portrays it and all that stuff. So you can bet that there's something cooking in that vein.
You have anything to say about the virus?
Um, I mean, not much. I'm not. I've heard a lot of people have opinions about the virus, but at the end of the day, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not educated enough to talk on the subject with certainty. So I don't want to sound like some kind of dumbass, to be honest with you, and say something dumb. I just know that people need to take care of themselves and just try not to get it. That's all I can really say, and live your life. But I don't have too many opinions about the virus or any. I don't feel strongly any one way or the other.
Now, looking at the world today, what topics are you planning on delving into for the next album?
For sure, just current events. I think you got to kind of wait and see. You got to let the dust settle a little bit because there's a lot of opinions about what's going on at any given point in time. It's really easy to come to a short-sighted view of anything in particular. But as time passes, we're gonna definitely gonna touch on some current events for sure, and just a lot of the current I guess you could say status quo, how things are operating in this world.
With Bonded by Blood, you guys have been rehearsing some of the older songs. Please tell me you're trying to get more worlds than one in the set list from the Japanese Exiled CD.
Bro, yes, I am pushing for that personally, but I don't think it's going to take much pushing. I mean, it'd be a great song to have on the set list, to be honest with you. Give Jose a break. You got to remember, man, we're a little older now, and singing like that for Jose must be tiring. I'm sure he wouldn't mind the instrumental break. I really like that song too. I got reminded of it a few months ago. I was going over the album, and I was like, I feel there's like a song missing. I looked it up online. It was actually hard to find. It wasn't as you know searchable as I thought it would be. But yeah, More Worlds Than One is a fun one, and we are trying. I'm trying to put it in there, so I wouldn't be surprised if sneaks in there on the set list.
Yeah, I mean, if people want to check it out, I believe Juan actually posted a YouTube clip of it.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, that song is cool, man. I think we should bring it, but like I said, right now, it is not on the set list. But we got so many songs on the set list. It's gonna be rotating.
So, how long do you think before Bonded by Blood has that first show? Hopefully, sometime this year.
Yeah, hopefully sometime this year. There is obviously a lot of chatter and offers and whatnot, but I am not 100% sure when it's going to be. We don't have an exact date, but I know we're working with a couple of promoters and bands locally to make it happen. Hopefully before the end of the year. So definitely stay tuned for that.
I heard you have finished the next Macrocosm album. Care to talk about a few of your favorite tracks on there?
Sure, man. Yeah, we've actually finished it a long time ago. It's just COVID seems to have put a pause on a lot of things. So we just got the master tracks back a few days ago, and there's a couple. The whole album is actually pretty cool. I was really surprised that we actually, you ever like do something and then just put it away and then come back to it and you're like, oh, I forgot I did all of that. It's kind of like rehearing it for the first time when I heard the masters. I love some of the tracks on there. One in particular is called Cerebral, and yeah, man, that song is crazy. We're gonna be releasing something soon, so yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that too. We're gonna release a single, and we have some plans. We wanna make sure we do it right. So there's no rush right now, but we do have the masters, and we don't have a release date in mind, but it's definitely gonna be sooner than later.
Now, what is the coolest thing you own when it comes to Witchaven memorabilia?
Witchaven? I got a bunch of stuff, bro. I'm one of those guys that keeps everything. I keep the little wristbands. I keep the passes, the posters. Me and Lurby are always scrounging over the posters because he's a big poster guy too. So he has like at home he has hundreds of Witchaven posters, just in his room. It's like top to bottom, just fully decorated in posters. But I, I don't know. I can't put. There's not like one thing that stands out. I keep a lot of it. I have boxes and boxes of stuff.
You have any really old tapes or anything like that? Like maybe the Vehemence of Attack demo or anything like that?
I do not. No, I don't. I don't have any of that stuff. Funny enough, yeah, I keep a lot of stuff, but I don't have a lot of merch. The merch sells. There's so many merch items that have come and gone that I wish I kept. Like at one point, we were selling like beer mugs. They were like etched glass, and they were really nice. And put them on a table, and they were gone. So I never got a hold of any of those. But yeah, it's just mostly the guest passes and the little badges and stuff. I love those things. It's nostalgic to open those boxes and look at it again.
Now, for Bonded by Blood, what do you have from that?
The same thing, man. I have a ton of posters from the European tour, which were always fun because they're in weird languages. You don't know what it says other than your logo, and I got a ton of just little things. I think I have a lighter of the Crowbar in the UK, which is a fun night. Same thing, guest passes and band passes, and that's about it, man. Just no merch really. I guess I don't collect merch, but I definitely collect all the little stuff in the background, a ton of pictures, stuff like that. I think I have one of my bass cases is signed by all the members on the tour package I did with Gamma Bomb and Eval. That I kind of like that. That's cool. I love that case actually. That would be my favorite piece of bonded memorabilia.
What are your 3 most treasured albums in your collection of West Coast metal?
West Coast metal? Oh, damn. I got to think about that real quick. As far as metal goes in the West Coast, I'm an old school thrash guy, bro. I love my Metallicas, my Slayer, Bay Area stuff, Exodus, Testament. So my 3 most treasured albums probably would be Ride the Lightning by Metallica and Kill 'Em All by Metallica. And yeah, you're making this hard on me, bro. Anything by fucking Slayer,
What is your favorite urban legend or ghost story from living in LA?
Urban legend. That's a good question, bro. I'm really big into UFOs, man. You ever heard of the Battle of LA?
Nah. Who won?
No, it's so it's this sometime I believe it was back during World War II. We were on high alert on our coast, and they identified unknown aircraft entered our airspace, and there's photographic evidence of the military just opening fire into the sky, trying to shoot down this object. And the theory is that it was a UFO, and you can allegedly clearly see it in the silhouette of the photos. It's pretty interesting, man. I love that story. I think it's pretty cool. I love the fact there's photographic evidence with it. As far as ghosts and stuff, I'm not really into supernatural things. It stays out of my radar. I tend to not pay too much attention to that kind of stuff.
Final words?
Final words, man. I'm happy to be doing music, man. I'm really excited to get back out there and play some cool shows. I know we got many things, planned for both Witchaven and Bonded by Blood, along with my other band. So I'm just happy to be on stage, man. I'm happy to be making some noise and playing some music, and hopefully I see some familiar faces. Hopefully I see you, man.
Definitely.
Go out to Jersey, East Coast, and hang out. That'll be fun.
This has been an interview with Jerry Garcia on Monday, September 6th, 2021 by Nick Burkell.